All right, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the mix. We took a week off.
We did.
Last week, Thanksgiving week. We were, just to be honest, we were lazy.
We were lazy. We were here on Monday, but we had a lot going on.
We did.
Outreach stuff.
Did. So, but welcome to kind of the beginning of Rich Point Church's Christmas season. We're excited about it. We've been talking about it already, but that's really what today is all about.
That's right.
It's about Christmas. So,
and just in time for Christmas season, we have 85-degree weather, Chris.
Yeah,
I just walked out from outside, and dude, I'm sweating already. Man.
Yeah.
We had a couple of nice days there. Yesterday was pretty nice.
It was.
But today and tomorrow,
last week was
up.
Nice. All last week was pretty nice.
But here's some cooler weathers on the way, supposedly. So hopefully.
But before we get too far into Christmas, let's talk a little bit about last week. Tell us a little bit about Thanksgiving outreach. I know you shared a little bit on Sunday at the picnic, but tell us a little bit more about that.
Absolutely. Impact Ministries out of Auburndale puts on this Thanksgiving outreach every year, and we did a great job. We collected just about everything we needed in terms of green beans, both between the green beans and cash that was donated. So we were able to purchase the rest of the 250-gallon cans of green beans. We had a team of people show up on Wednesday, open those up, open up the corn. So we opened up 500-gallon cans of green bean and corn in just a little bit over an hour. On Thursday, we got there bright and early. We have a team of individuals that get there every week at 4 a.m. every year on Thanksgiving. Every week at
4 a.m. That would be tough.
That would be pretty impressive. Thank you for your dedication. I am not going to be there. But I love working with that group of individuals. Probably the biggest hero of the day. Some people in our church know Arlene Hartley, some don't, but she's incredible, and she showed up, and we end up not just only opening the cans and cooking them, but we end up having to help serve them as well. So we're scooping at one point 2,000 little pots of little styrofoam containers of corn an hour.
Wow! And
Arlene kind of stepped in and said, "How can I help?" And we said, "Can you write a G or a C on the lids of these?" And so she was writing 2,000 C's an hour during that spell, and so she was part of the incredible team that served.
Did she go through like a whole pack of Sharpies doing that?
Yeah, she did. She probably had a couple of Sharpies, but she had writing all the way up her arm.
Oh wow!
So it was pretty. I don't know how Thanksgiving worked out for you, but Arlene, if you're watching, thank you so much, and to the team of individuals that helped out. You guys rocked it. Part of an incredible group of people from across Polk County that served 5,000 people this Thanksgiving. That was really cool.
Well, that is cool. That's cool.
So, Chris, but then after that, we kind of took the week off from our regular scheduled events, but we're hoping it becomes an annual tradition kind of after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
We're going to have a Thanksgiving cook-off where we serve anything but Thanksgiving leftovers. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, it was just a fun time. We've done this in the past. I don't think we've ever done it on this particular weekend before. Usually we do it around October or whatever. But just because of some of the things that we were planning this year, it worked out to do it the weekend after Thanksgiving, which we normally do one service on that weekend anyway.
Right.
So it was just a lot of fun, and a chance to get to hang out with people, eat some hamburgers and hot dogs, and enjoy some of the stuff that people brought with them. It was just a lot of fun. A lot of new faces, people who'd never been to our picnic because they're new to the church. So we're excited about that. And even though we didn't have as much room as we had planned on with the some soccer games going on at the time, it was still a lot of fun. So
it was really good. And shout out to Mike Ard for cooking all the hamburgers and hot dogs.
Mike Ard every time we ask him, he steps up and takes care of stuff. So I appreciate him, and thanks to Susan Marie for loaning him to us.
That's right.
So,
and I know he's not a big Facebook guy, but if you got a chance to watch Kevin Willis run into a pole playing football, that might have been the visual highlight of the day. Like, that was pretty good. So hopefully he's recovering pretty well. Cause
I saw him last night in group, and he seemed to be getting there. He said, like, every once in a while, if he'd hiccup or breathe too hard, he said it hurt a little bit.
Don't breathe. There's a solution to that one. Good stuff. So, Chris, you also have some other big stuff that's coming our way in the next couple of weeks. Obviously, Christmas is right around the corner.
Right. So what's kind of our next big event kind of kicking off the Christmas season?
December 9th is Pancakes and Pajamas. This is just a special event. We want to be able to invite everyone out. This is for everyone, whether or not you have kids. It's kind of sponsored by RPC Kids, but this is open to anybody in the community. Just a chance to come out. Some of the people that helped cook the green beans and corn are helping flip pancakes. I promise no green beans or corn in the pancakes. But just a good chance to hang out. I hear there's going to be some special visitors there for the kids. It's going to be a good time. So Pancakes and Pajamas, you can sign up, get more information on. There's a Facebook event set up specifically for that. If you're not a Facebook person, well, then you're probably not watching this Facebook Live video. But just if you happen to get a chance to see this, just know you can also email Tanya at ridgepointchurch.org to find out more information about that.
So I do have one question about that. Like, you said some special guests are going to be there, and I noticed that your beard's kind of growing in. Like,
yeah, it's not going to be me. It's not going to be me. I have some other responsibilities. I love making some pancakes.
Okay.
So I'll be behind the scenes on Saturday. Not this Saturday, next Saturday. Flipping pancakes and hanging out, hopefully.
And one other question, just to clarify for our buddy Kevin Huckins. Do we have to wear pajamas?
You do not have to wear pajamas. You're allowed to wear pajamas if that's your thing.
Okay.
But if not, it's a chance to wake up, come as you are, and have a good time and enjoy it with the kids that are there.
All right, cool.
And then Chris, talk to us because we have lots coming up we'll get to, but Christmas Eve, that's kind of the big deal. We're trying to invite a bunch of people out.
Exactly. So Christmas Eve, if you haven't heard yet, it's turned into not just Christmas Eve, but Christmas Eve as well. We're actually, there's going to be 3 services. We're going to do them over the course of 2 days. It's all going to be the same service. So on Saturday, December 23rd at 5:30, we're going to have a service. Then on Sunday morning at 9 and again at 11, which is actually Christmas Eve morning. You come out and join us for that. One thing to clarify about that is that on Saturday night, we're not going to have any RPC Kids services going on, but we feel like, what's going on in the service, if you've got, say, a 3rd grader or older, it's going to be perfectly fine for them. It's going to be a lot of Christmas songs and stuff like that. They'll enjoy themselves. So bring the kids with you Saturday night if you want to do that. But if you want them to attend the kids' services, those are going to be going on Sunday morning at 9 or 11 a.m. So, but those are the 3 services. And like the Pancakes and Pajamas, we also have a Facebook event set up on the Ridgepoint page for that. The one for Pancakes and Pajamas is actually on the kids page. This one's on our page, on the church's main page. But not only is, you can't just go into that event and say, hey, I'm coming. We need you to kind of click through. There's a link in there where you can click and go ahead and get tickets. And you can actually go directly there and get tickets if you go to christmasonhatfield.com. If you go to that website, christmasonhatfield.com, you can click there and you basically pick which date you want to attend, and you tell us how many people you're bringing. Those tickets are all free. If you're bringing the kids, it's going to ask you about that. It's going to ask you for a little bit more info on the kids, just so that we can plan to have the right number of volunteers and just make sure that everything's covered. We're going to have the right activities for them and all that kind of stuff. So make sure that you provide that information as well. But and then once you got your tickets, either print them out or save them on your phone, or keep them handy on your phone in your email or whatever, and then bring them with you that night, just so that we can kind of check them all in and get everybody checked in and all that kind of stuff. So it's going to be a lot of fun, a great opportunity to invite someone out, maybe someone who hasn't been in church in a while or is just hesitant to come to church at all. Most times people are really open to the idea of coming on Christmas, even if they're not open to it any other time of year. So
definitely. In fact, I said on Sunday that 60% of people say they're going to go to church on Christmas Eve at some point, which is 3 times the national average. But that 57% of the people who are not planning on going said they would go if somebody invited them. And so our goal this year is to chase that 57%, chase the 57 as best we can.
All right.
So Christmas is coming. Chris, before we get into the details of what's coming up this weekend at Ridge Point, I want to ask some personal stuff. Like, Christmas is here. We haven't really talked about personal, what's going on. I haven't had a chance to ask you, like, is your Christmas tree up? Are you ready for Christmas?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
We my wife said, hey, we should put the tree up. That was Sunday afternoon after the picnic. I was unwilling to do that.
Gotcha.
I just didn't feel like dragging it out. So it hasn't happened yet. I imagine this weekend coming up it'll happen.
So the other pivotal question, that whole thing, is real or fake tree. You've already shared which one it is.
Oh yeah, it's a fake tree. Absolutely. Yeah. Sherry has a little allergy situation, so we had this discussion. I know what happens in group stays in group, but I think this is an open enough conversation that we had this discussion last night: fake versus real. And,
how'd that turn out?
It actually was more on the fake side. So, I actually my comment on the whole thing was that JJ's like we're heretics.
Right? He's absolutely disgusting about fake trees.
See, I had a chance to go with my wife in Pennsylvania where you go and cut down.
Well, and that was my comment. Was
your tree.
One time, my parents live in North Carolina, and one time we were there for Thanksgiving, and we did the whole thing. Like, we went, picked out their tree, cut the tree down. And like, if I lived in a setting where that happened all the time, I would probably be more willing to do that.
Yeah.
But in Florida, when it is 85 degrees outside, I'm really not so down with that.
It wasn't quite as romantic on Saturday afternoon when I took Zach to the Home Depot parking lot in 80-degree weather, in t-shirt and shorts, and we're sweating. But we picked out a pretty nice tree. We're pretty excited about it. So,
that's good.
How about you back there, Hard Boiled?
Hard Boiled.
I'm gonna change his name every time. Hard Boiled, scrambled,
all the different versions of eggs that we could think
whatever it is, the egg of the day,
rotten egg.
We get the frugal route. We have a fake tree, which is not up yet. More so just because we only been home for like 48 hours.
Fake tree that is not up yet.
Yeah.
See, we have a system in place where Thanksgiving happens Thursday. Friday we start decorating. Saturday we finish decorating. I've not hung the outside lights yet. I've gotten that about halfway done. But Sunday afternoon after Christmas, after the picnic, I was with my wife helping decorate Chick-fil-A because they're ready to go for Christmas as well.
Right. And just to clarify, if you don't know how much JJ loves Christmas, if the whole question of when should you start playing Christmas music, JJ pretty much all year round. He's okay with it.
Christmas in July. It's also a birthday, so whatever. But let's talk about this coming week, Chris. We're kicking off a new Christmas series way before Christmas Eve even gets here.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, we're doing a series, and Christmas doesn't have to wait. We want to build momentum the next couple of weeks leading into Christmas Eve. So we're going to challenge you. Be here the next 3 weeks. We're actually going to do a series we're calling a Complicated Christmas. We all love the outcome of Christmas. When you show up on Christmas morning and the lights are working just right, and the food's cooked to perfection, and the kids are all dressed up. We all love the outcome, but the process to get there is not nearly as nice and as tidy as we'd like it to be. And really, that's the story of the first Christmas, that Jesus was gonna come, and out of darkness he was gonna bring light, and ultimately gonna wrap up by talking about this idea that out of the conflict he was gonna bring peace. But this coming week we're talking about out of chaos he brought order. And really that the whole Old Testament was leading the way to the coming of the Messiah in the New Testament, and that out of the chaos that was ensuing, especially in the period of time right before Jesus was born, there's a lot of chaos. And out of that chaos, Jesus is going to come and is going to bring order. And I think that in our world today that feels so chaotic, people are looking for some semblance of order in their life. So you don't have to wait till Christmas Eve. Invite some friends out this coming Sunday, 9 and 10:45, so we kick off a Complicated Christmas.
All right. Sounds like a great series. So along with the series, great topics, but anything kind of special to go along with that as well?
Yeah, absolutely. We already have some Christmas music that is starting up this coming week. We'll have Christmas throughout the series. But then some of you were here last year where on Christmas Eve we took up, Christmas Eve last year, we took up a special offering and just help a family in the community. Karen from Publix that came, and we surprised her totally. It was one of my favorite sites from last year was what happened on the Christmas
might have
Eve.
to post the video.
We're going to do that. We're actually going to share that in one of the series as well. So a lot of stuff that we're going to do along with that. So this year we're already kind of finishing up that story. We're going to hear a little more from Karen, and then we're also going to be able to help out another family in a very similar way.
Cool.
So that's kind of coming up. You'll find more as we head up to it, but especially on December 17th, the week before Christmas Eve, we're going to be kind of taking care of some of that business and seeing what happens on Christmas Eve.
Okay. So, every week we're going to kind of be challenged to kind of do something.
Right,
so,
right.
What's kind of the challenge for this week?
Really, one of the things that we want to do is to start spread the word about Christmas Eve, especially.
Okay.
Each week there's going to be some things that we talk about. Hey, when you leave here, we want you to do this, and they'll be very specific to that message and how do we relate to that message. But leading up to it, we're going to starting this week, we'll have some of these things available. Most of these things are stuff we're going to give away, like invite cards that we're going to hand out. We want everyone to, I challenge you this past Sunday, invite 25 people. We're going to have posters if you have a place of business that we can post those in. We're going to have 100 posters to hand out. But also coming up this Sunday, we're going to have tumblers available. These are going to be for sale. It's going to help us. It's kind of a fundraiser to help us out with some of the expenses that come with Christmas. But they're going to be Christmas on Hatfield tumblers or Arctic tumblers, perfect for your hot chocolate in the 85-degree weather. Or if you like cold drinks, they keep the cold drinks cold as well. So just a bunch of stuff along with that.
And I know we posted something about this earlier today on Facebook, but there's still an opportunity if you want to help out in any of those services. We're actually giving a T-shirt to anybody who volunteers during one of those services. So, but you got to let us know soon if you want to get one of those shirts.
It is an ugly Christmas sweater RPC version T-shirt.
Nice.
Because
you don't want a sweater when it's 85
degrees. So, but a really cool shirt. Limited edition. You can't buy these things. You can only get it by volunteering for one of the Christmas Eve services.
Cool.
But we need no sizes today.
Right.
So if you have not signed up yet, if you need to fill out one of those cards, email me, jj@ridgepointchurch.org. Chris, one last thing I do want to talk about, and that is in anticipation of Christmas Eve, we've created a Facebook event. We're going to start sharing this more as the event gets closer. But we've created a Facebook event for the 3 services on Christmas Eve. And here's the thing. We've invited anybody that most of us are friends with. We've invited you to that event. We want you to do 2 things. Number 1, click that you're attending. Get your tickets when you click that you're attending. But also, number 2, use that event page as a catalyst. You are given permission right now to go on that page. And all you got to do is there's a tab that says Invite Friends. And you can click on that Invite Friends and invite all of your friends. I know some of you are already taking advantage of that. But go on that event, let us know that you're coming. But then while you're there, invite as many friends as you think would be willing to come to Christmas Eve. Utilize that page to invite your friends. It doesn't mean that it does everything for you. You want to personally invite them as well. But utilize that event page as much as you can.
I mean, there's really all kinds of tools. You can share the event, different things like that.
Right.
But also make sure, like, if you share it, say something personal about it. And when you go to get tickets, we actually use Eventbrite, a great site that does all the ticketing for us. And when we're doing them for free, it doesn't cost us anything.
That's right.
And when you get your tickets, once you get your confirmation, you can actually share that on your Facebook page and I think some other social media pages as well. So it's another great way that you can kind of let people know you're going and let them know about the event. So
absolutely.
So anyway, I think that's about it. I know we were planning on being shorter today. Getting the comment from Josh, I don't think we probably were. But
enough to talk about. Josh, anything we missed or anything we got to cover before we head out?
Only
Questions?
Alan asked us what's up. So,
Alan Tackett, man.
Good to see you.
Is he doing okay?
He's doing a little bit better.
Good.
Last week was kind of rough for him, but Alan, we're glad that you're on the mend and doing well. And I'll actually be seeing him later this week. I'm pretty excited about that.
All right.
Josh Connor also is pretty upset with you for not having your Christmas stuff up yet and getting the spirit, Chris.
Okay. Man.
The only thing I think you guys missed was you could also just go carol outside your neighbor's house until they decide to come to Ridge Point for Christmas. So that's another.
That could be a threat in my neighborhood. Listen, if you don't come to church, I'm going to keep singing. So I've already have a couple of neighbors that I'm planning on saying, hey, we're trying to invest in some of them and do that this year. Go to some events in your community. I know in Winter Haven, the tree lighting is Thursday night. We're pretty excited to head to that. And so just go to some events, let people know that you care about them and all that stuff. Anything else back there, Josh?
I think we're good.
All right, thank you guys for checking us out. We'll see you this Sunday, 9 to 10:45.